Okay, look at what I've got here. A box. You know what this box is from? This box is from Brush for Hire Miniatures. A few months back, I commissioned Austin from Brush for Hire to make me a custom tank for Imperial Fists, and it has arrived today. So I'm going to open this up and take a look at it for the very first time in person, and you guys get to join in. Well, this is in several different parts, as can be seen right here. So I'll just go ahead and pull them out a piece at a time and put it together. So first off, we have the main tank chassis. Now this is a fell blade, I guess you could say. It is made from a Bane blade chassis. Oh, okay. Here is the main chassis for my fell blade of renown. So, obviously, it's very dark yellow with lots of pre and post shading, panel lining. It's got lots of Forge World bits. Alright, so right here we have, the icon that designates this as Lysander. Captain Lysander, so far as I know, the only named character that you can pick up an actual miniature from for Imperial Fists. Alright, then we have, other forgeable pieces like etched brass here. And then again on the other side, there's some light weathering on here. I designated that I only wanted light weathering since this is supposed to be almost like a relic of the chapter, so they would have taken very good care of it. So despite how old it is, it wouldn't be showing a lot of wear and tear. So that was what I designated to them that I wanted to have happen to the tank, and that is what they made happen. Now take a look at this. This back part here is not on the Bane blade kit. They have this middle section here, that little mini church thingy, and then they have like these two engine sections. Some of these are official Games Workshop stuff, and some of them are custom resin pieces that are used to make this specific kit. Like these tank treads. These are some custom tank treads. Pretty sure the engine block's there, and these fuel tanks that go on the back there. And there are the all the guns that will go on this thing. And this kit is pretty heavily magnetized, and there's a lot of these custom bolts on here. So some of the bolts are molded onto the kit, and some of them had to be put on separately. So yeah, a lot of effort went into making this tank that isn't exactly noticeable right off the bat unless you actually know about this kit. So let me go ahead and pull out the rest of the pieces and get this thing assembled. Okay. One thing that I'll mention right off the bat is that Austin and the rest of the guys at Brush for Hire definitely do not skimp on packaging materials. There was so much bubble wrap. But, for special projects like this, I mean, you don't want to risk things getting wrecked. So, here's the tank chassis. And here are all the parts that can go onto the tank. So, right off the bat, you can see that this tank has no turret. Alright, well, no problem at all. We have a big-ass turret that goes right there. There's a little guy that sticks his head up out of there. And there's a little magnet there, and hopefully this storm bolter will go on there somewhere. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yes. So, just to get a close-up of that. there is a little magnet mounted on the very end of this storm bolter here. A little magnet here, so there we go. It's ready to be pulled up and used by, I guess, the little guy sticking his head out of there. So there we go. Awesome. But then you're like, hey, what's up with this weird circle thing right here? Fear not. The Imperial fists do not skimp when it comes to firepower. Yeah, that's right. This thing has 2 turrets. 2 turrets. They're a double dose of freaking firepower. Alright. Now, this thing has been modified to fit 4 sponsons. 2 pairs. Yeah, 2 pairs. So we can either have sponsons with twin-linked multi-meltas on them, or las cannons. Alright, so let's say we wanted to have las cannons. Well, these things are magnetized, so we can just stick them on here. And then there we go. We have 4 sponsons on this thing. Look at all the freaking firepower coming off of this death machine. But you know what? I don't think it has quite enough firepower yet. No siree. So you know what? Let's go ahead and load up some extra little turrets. Yeah, check this out. Twin-linked bolters on these little turrets here. And they are magnetized to go right on these sponsons. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Is crazy. Freaking crazy. Now, check out all the firepower that is coming off of this machine full of death. Like, this thing is like the Santa Claus of you're gonna die to the enemy, you know? Doesn't matter if you've been bad or good. He's got the same present for everyone, and it is nothing but freaking death. Alright. But let's say that, yeah, you're not exactly fighting things at long range, you know? There's no need to have las cannons if you're going to be fighting stuff at longer range. You want to have something that packs a bit more of a punch. And you're like, well, what in the world could pack more of a punch than las cannons? Well, that, of course, is where the twin-linked multi-meltas come in. Twin-linked multi-meltas, you know, 4 sponsons of each. And not only that, once you've loaded up 4 sponsons full of freaking microwave death, they're magnetized, so you can go ahead and stick your turrets back on there for more Daka of death. Alright, so yeah, check this out. Check out this machine full of death. We got multi-melta, twin-linked bolter, same here, same here, same here, and then up top we've got some twin-link breaker cannons of death. Oh, and look, we have more twin-link breaker cannons of death, and just because we can add a little more Daka to it, we have this little storm bolter up here, and of course we have the hull-mounted twin-linked bolter right there. Alright. So, I mean, I wish that I had better lighting here to show, like, the absolute amount of freaking detail all over this kit. Like, highlighting and gems on all the lenses and stuff. But, unfortunately, I guess you guys will have to make do with this video. So anyhow, so this has been my little unboxing review for my my Fell Blade from the Imperial Fists. And you should also go ahead and if you want to get something done like this, go ahead and check out Austin from brushforhire.com. I'll put a link right down here so you can check that out. This is all I have for you this time, and I am signing out.